rock star, cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just that stupid. Thought that we were meant to be. Yeah, I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For you.
Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side. And I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Friday Night Studio Sessions. No, I'm just playing. I traded my iPad in for a Surface 8 Pro. And so I wanted to do a little test on it. Apparently these two microphones that are right around you are supposed to be pretty awesome. And it has a 1080 webcam on it. So I feel like I can stream with this computer as kind of my last hope. This might end up being my streaming computer. last week, well, Tuesday, the stream didn't go very well to begin with because I had upgraded my computer and then my camera wouldn't work, and ended up live streaming from my phone. And I went back and watched it, and I was like, it's not the quality that I'm used to, but it worked out. So I'm on the back porch, and I decided to try this out, just to see what it would be like outside. I'm going to go back and watch this later, and check out the tests. But there's nobody in the chat right now, which is fine. I didn't tell anybody this was going to happen. But in the comments, if you come back and watch this later, let me know what you think of the audio. Let me know what you think of the picture. I need to figure out how to prop it up so that it ends up being kind of like that, so I can look at y'all normal instead of kind of looking down at you, because that's kind of weird to me. But if you guys haven't ever seen a Surface, Microsoft Surface before, it's basically a tablet with a kickstand on the back of it. And so I bet if I propped it up like this, it's going to fall over if I do this. But so anyway, just testing this out. I might end up having to get a, kind of a case for it, so I can sit it on top of the case when I'm out and about. But I thought it'd be really cool. There's a couple things that I want to do with it. There's a new OBSBot Tiny that utilizes a computer. So it's kind of like a really, really good webcam, 4K webcam. So I could plug it right into the side of this and then operate it that way. I also have the Canon V10, and I'm going to try that out as an external camera. But this test, I really wanted to see if it could hold its own. I noticed that I'm really, really red, so I might be able to go into camera settings and adjust that. But I kind of think I'm red to begin with. I feel like I'm just a red dude. I've got a sunburn. You can see that my eyes are white, but yeah. So what's up, Chuck? So this is the Surface 8 Pro, and I'm just testing to see if what it sounds like, what it looks like. Yep, my eye works. Check it out. Works pretty good now. My eyelid doesn't work as good anymore. Well, yet, but the eye's getting there. So yeah, appreciate the concern about my eye. So Chuck, since you're here, what does the video look like? Because it is like a front-facing camera on a computer, but it's a 1080p front-facing camera. So yeah. And then the audio, there's two microphones pointing at me. So, and I'm outside. It's breezy. It's not really windy, but Chuck, you're a stickler for quality. So let me know if this is good quality, if this is okay quality. The trim is white. Yes, but it doesn't look white naturally. Like it's outside white, so it's dirty white. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything that's. Let's see if we can look at these gutters over here. So that gutter is white, pretty white. So I feel like the color I feel it like it's not the color balance. Like the shadows are making the background kind of weird. But I'm wanting to think that it's more saturated than I'd like it. What's up, Bob Casey? Hope you're having a good night. Dustin. So I am not going to be at Minefield. Some things came up, and I will not be at Minefield tomorrow. I had planned on it up until today, and then today things in my life kind of fell apart a little bit. So I will be staying home for the weekend. But I'm I made more of an effort this year than I have in the past. I'll tell you that. But yeah, a little frustrated that I can't make it. But so Chuck said the video looks clear. That's good. Is it crispy clear or is it like muddy clear? I feel like my skin looks like it has one of those beauty filters on it where you can't see like all of the imperfections in my face. Like it looks pretty smooth, but in reality it's not really that smooth. So Bob's going to be at Minefield. Dang it. So I'm going to miss Dustin and Bob. Yeah, I'm a touch red. I feel like this is kind of working out with the touch screen that I can just touch on your comments. It does have a little mouse pad, like a little, it's not a mouse pad. What is it? Touchpad. But yeah, I mowed the yard yesterday in the bright sunlight, and so I think I got a little too much sun. And you can see like right here, it's white, and that's where my sunglasses go. Ooh, Chuck's going to Iceland. That's pretty awesome. So I have it set to 1080. It was originally set to 480. And I'm just going to verify. The other thing is I have, oh, I can add a cam. I don't want to add a cam. I want to click on this. Oh, so it says it's 480. Let me see if I can change this to 1080 and see if it kills it. All right. Now let me know what you think. Did that get a lot better? I feel like it got really crispy. And Melon, well, Talk Studio now can only record or can only stream at 1080. And you really need a super powerful system and a super powerful internet to stream at 4K. It's one thing to take a video at 4K, but for your graphics card to be able to handle 4K and deliver 4K over your fiber or internet, you need a dedicated program for that. And so cloud-based streaming is not the best for that. And I chose less quality, but the ability to have guests on the show over, being all by myself all the time and having a really good quality stream. So that was that. All right. Alex says I look 32 years younger. What would that make me? 15? I look 15 with this gray beard? Yeah. Oh, I'm going to miss Barkley too. Yep. So Chuck said the audio is nice and clear. All right, so this test is going really, really well because I got my test group here, which is wonderful. Yeah, I know, Chuck, you love audio. Oh yeah, sharper. Okay, so 1080 is looking good. Nice. I don't know if that's a good thing, but you can count my gray hairs. That's good. So it's not all smudgy like it was a couple of minutes ago. The other thing I can do is I can switch to the rear camera. And so that is what the other side of my patio table looks like. Ooh, there's a little dragonfly. You see the dragonfly or horsefly? I think it's a dragonfly. I think that's the thing that bit me on the back the other day. So we're going to go back to front camera so y'all can see my awesomeness. I wonder if I switched positions if I would not be so red. I feel like the background being yellow and my skin being red is making it look a certain way because everything's kind of auto at this point. So he said my skin tone is not as red. That's good. That's awesome. Talk Studio is working really, really great on the studio. I love being able to just touch everybody's comments. Yeah, so the horsefly that bit me the other day, I was at a pool party. This was a week ago, maybe. And I was at a pool party and I had a shirt on, but my shirt was wet because I'd been in the pool. And I was over getting a hot dog, and then I walked over to the other side of the pool to talk to somebody, and I felt something like it was a piercing pain in my back. And so I think that fly rode me from the hot dog over to my friend that I was talking to, and then bit me through my shirt, was like digging through the shirt and biting me in the back. And then on my back, it was like a mosquito bite, but it was about that big, about as big as the tip of my nose. And man, when you got one of those bites on your back, like you can't, it's uncomfortable to lay down. It's uncomfortable to sit back on a chair. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather get bit on my arm and just keep my arm from touching something than get bit on the back. So, man, it stung like a mother. But so for those of you that join the chat, I'm testing out the Surface 8 Pro. This is just the front-facing camera. It's got a 1080 front-facing camera. And it's got a 10 megapixel back camera. So if I'm running on Wi-Fi right now, so if I'm in the field, I'll be running from a hotspot. Probably use my iPad mini hotspot to run this. And I'm thinking about getting the ObsBot camera that will follow me around. And I think I can do a live stream while I'm out flying a drone or while, I'm in the field doing something. So that's kind of the plan. And I'm holding you guys in my hands. So I'm going to set you guys down and I'm going to try to get, uh-oh, that's not good. I feel like it's going to fall over. Yep. Dang it. There you go. That's good. I wonder if I put you guys farther away if I can get in the shot more. But I don't like looking down at you guys. And I have this problem when I'm in meetings at work because everybody does this. And so you see everybody's like double chin and up their nose and all that kind of stuff. So I don't like this angle. So I want to figure out a little bit better way to do this. And it might just end up like, like a pencil box or something that I can prop this thing up on that I can carry in my bag with me, or a better solution. Whoa. I don't know if you heard that, but it sounded like a dog just got stepped on or something. So yeah. So how long have we been going? We're going for 25 minutes. My countdown was 10 minutes long. So we've got about a 15-minute test going on here. So I think that's a really good test. I think I'm probably going to sign off a little bit. I'm not sure if there's any microphones on the back. I don't know. Let me see. So Whoa. Whoa. How about that auto white balance that just happened? That was not a good thing. Oh, this is not working out right now. Whoa, that's freaky. Okay. Are you back with me? All right. Did I shake you up, Alex? Um, so it looks like there's one microphone on the back. So there might be technology in this laptop or tablet that uses all three of those microphones to pick the best sound source, listen to what's coming in the back, and use an AI to cancel that out. But the two stereo microphones on the front, this is supposed to be really good for like web meetings, and it's meant for business. So people that are on Zoom calls all the time, or I'm on WebEx meetings all the time, but it's the same thing as Zoom. And also there's Microsoft Office Teams where you guys can chat back and forth. But yeah. So, Alex, are you going to Minefield? I feel like that's a pretty far drive for you. And it sounds like Bob is going, and Dustin is going, and Barkley's going. And I saw there was a car full of people today on Facebook. I can't remember who was in that car. Pretty sure Rodney Bell was in there. It might have been his post. I can't remember. So Alex is not going. He has to work. I'm really frustrated that I can't go, but we just can't afford it right now. My wife has changed jobs, switched counties as a teacher, and so the month of August she will not get paid at all. So we are trying to get through this month on my paycheck, and there's just a lot of other factors that are going on. My mother's about to have surgery, and I'm having to take care of her a little bit more than I usually do, and so my mental state is just a little off right now. But I'm kind of excited about this. I think the next thing. Sorry, I was reading your comments. I think the next thing I want to do is I want to set up the OBSBot or the Canon. I want to get a little vlogging setup going, and I want to get out of the house because I work from home, I sleep at home, I YouTube from home. So I want to get out, go to a park, have a meeting in the park, and then eat my lunch at the park or something and talk to you guys. So trying to figure out if this is going to be vlogging setup or if I'm actually just going to go out and take videos and then post them later. It also could be a shorts. I could make shorts with this because since it's a tablet, I'm going to make y'all dizzy, but I can turn it on its side and make it wow. There we are. I can turn it into that's weird that if I look straight on, it's to my right. But I can turn this into a shorts and I can make shorts with it. But I've always loved Microsoft Surfaces and how modular they are. And this one has 2 Thunderbolt 14s in it. It's weird that I turned my camera and it says that I've been live for 22 seconds at this point. So either it might have disconnected and reconnected, or it just reset the page. But anyway, I think I'm rambling at this point. But it has 2 Thunderbolt 4s in it. So they're USB-Cs, but they're also Thunderbolt 4s. So I'm pretty sure that I can run that OBSBot camera just from that. Like, I don't think I need a power source. I think I can run it just from that. So I'm going to do some tests there. And then I'm pretty excited about, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about, I'm pretty interested in a new little selfie drone that just came out. And I'm trying to think, I believe it's called the Hover X1 maybe. It's $400. But everybody's saying, like, this is an action camera that can fly. But like, when you get into the specs, it's like 11 minutes worth of flight time. And the camera is not that great. Everybody's showing footage of it, and it's not that great. But what's cool about it, yeah, Chuck, I might just stick with the Mini 3 Pro. But what's cool about the Hover is that it just has all these automatic modes. They're automatic selfie modes. So you can hold it out your hand, it'll take off, it'll back up and then come back to you, and then you put it back in your pocket. So if I'm in like a national park, or I'm in an area that is a no-fly zone, I think it's toy enough that I could get away with just hovering it, because it only goes 50 feet up in the air, and it's totally meant for just taking a video of you or taking a photo of you. So so anyway, yeah. What does NP mean? Nope. Gotcha. So maybe not. What's weird is, like, I don't feel like it's any different than me putting my 360 camera on a 50-foot pole and sticking it up in the air. But like, the hover camera would only be like, I would only like go 20 feet up in the air. I wouldn't want anybody to see my bald spot on top. For me, it would just be like me sitting at the computer here and then having it do like a point of interest around me or something. Oh, national parks. No. Got it. But the other part of it is that it doesn't have any remote ID. It doesn't even have GPS in it. Like, it literally is just some fans, like some computer fans that kind of fly around you. But yeah, it definitely is an unmanned aircraft. What's up, Mark? Hope you're having a good night. I'm just testing my new toy. I got a Surface. So I had my iPad 11 Pro with 1 terabyte on it, and it was cellular. I've had it for sale for several weeks on Facebook, and I got a lot of interest, but I never got any. I don't know. I got a bunch of weird people on there that wanted, like, one person offered me to trade a Switch for it, a Nintendo Switch, and one person was like a Steam Deck, and I almost bit on the Steam Deck, and then I was like, I saw this guy had a Surface, and so mine when it came out was about $1,100, and this laptop when it came out was about $1,100, and then they were both like maybe 2 years old, and so I just kind of offered it to him. Even trade. I threw in my Apple Pencil, so I got to go get another Apple Pencil. But anyway, so far this thing's working great. The battery life is great. This is a Pro, so it only has it has 8 megabytes of RAM. It's only an i5, so I couldn't do anything crazy with the i5. Like I don't know that I could render 360 video. I'm going to try though. But it's got 8 megabytes of RAM, and it only has a 256 gigabyte SSD in it. But there is, if you guys have had like a cellular, or even your phone has a little hole in it, and you stick like a paper clip or one of those SIM card tools in the hole, and it pops open a shelf, and then you can put your SIM card in that shelf. Well, this one has one for a little tiny SSD, and I don't know what it's called, like 2230 or something like that. But it almost looks like a large SD card, but they have a terabyte version that I can upgrade this to for like they're on Amazon for $60. So if I don't keep anything important on this computer, and if that craps out, I'll just put the 256 back in or something like that. Okay, so Mark says he uses a generic pencil. Okay. I really like the pencil, like my iPad mini. So my huge iPad, I think it was 11-inch. The pencil looks pretty small on it, but when I just got the iPad mini so that I could run it as a screen for my Inspire 2, and I got the biggest version of that I could get, and I think it's only 256 gigs though, and I got the cellular version so I can have maps wherever I go, and I can get upgrades or firmware updates and stuff like that. But the pencil on the iPad Mini 6 is perfect. Like, it is literally the same. Like, maybe it's an inch shorter than the entire iPad, and it just looks like a notepad that you would write on. So I love that. But let's see what else you guys are saying. So if we're talking toys, this is from Alex. I just recently got the Roku Max AR glasses. Use it to lie in bed and watch movies. That's awesome. So how do they work, Alex? Do you have to hook them to a computer, or do they hook to your phone? Like, where do they get their video from? Or are they Windows mixed reality? I had the HTC Vive Flows, I think, and they worked pretty good. But the thing I didn't like about them is they didn't have a YouTube app, they didn't have a Firefox app, they just had their like HTC browser, and it really was bad. So I sold those pretty quick. But if you can watch YouTube on it, that's awesome. Oh, what's up, Mario? I didn't even see you sneak in. Hope you're having a good night. I'm pretty sure it's called a 2230, but it's a really small card, and the one that I saw on the video that the guy showed when he popped open the tray, it's enclosed. But the one that I saw on Amazon really just kind of looked like a circuit board. So I, oh yeah, y'all are going at it with that with the little SD cards. Okay, so Alex said with his glasses, they hook up to the Samsung phone, but you can plug into a computer or laptop. So, yeah, that's really cool. So, if you hook them up to your laptop, is it any HDMI signal? Or is it when you're plugging USB-C into it, is it monitor over USB-C? Because that's pretty awesome. Yeah, Chuck said, looks like a 52-inch TV in front of you. Do you see other things? Do you see, like, does it look like you're in like a 3D rendered living room, or do you see, like, is it mixed reality where you see where you are? The Quest Pro and the new Quest 3 that's about to come out, that's on my radar too. That's on my Christmas list. And the new Apple Vision, they all have like mixed reality, which I think is pretty cool. Mario said he's walking his dog. Nice. Mario, I thought you would run your dog. I see a lot of videos of you running all the time. Okay, so Chuck said you can see through them. So they are, are they like glasses with like a tiny little screen on the glasses? Because I had a pair of those too, where it was almost like a heads-up display. That's really cool. I haven't done a video on VR in a long time. There's been a lot of updates. I really want to get the PlayStation VR because I would love to play that the new game on, well, it's not a new game, but they just released the VR edition of it. Horizon something. But gotcha. Yeah, I had a pair of glasses like that. They had I had planned on doing a video because all it would do is it would the ones that I got, they were really meant for you know, if someone wanted to look at the schematics of something that they were inspecting or something like that, like because they talked about all this like eye protection certifications and stuff like that. But you could mirror your screen on your phone. And so what I wanted to do with those glasses is I was thinking that I could fly like with my Mavic and mirror what is on my screen so I could get the, you know, I could see through the camera, but I could also have visual line of sight at the same time. And that was kind of what I was going to do. I was thinking through that a lot because you could see what was going on. And they even had had a way that you could do one eye with the screen and the other eye not have the screen on it. So I could do visual line of sight with this eye, and then I could see the maps or through the camera with the other eye. So very cool. So Mario said that he bought the Oculus 2 256 gig version when they first came out. I used it twice. Now it's sitting in the back. You should get it out again. No, you know what I use mine for the most part is I will watch YouTube videos that I put up. So if I do like a 360-degree video, oh, it's breezy right now. Let me know if you guys hear some wind noise. A big gust of wind just came through. Y'all can see my hair wobbling. My comb over's combing the wrong way. But yeah, I've got a lot of VR cameras, and I would use it to look at those. But yeah, East Coast is in the house. So East Coast says, got a question. What SD card is compatible with the Air 2? I have bought the same SD card for years. And I always get SanDisk Extreme Pro. Really what you need to look for on your SD card is in the store, there'll be this chart on the back of them. I think the like U10 and like all these little stamps they put on the SD cards, don't pay attention to those because it'll just confuse you. But if you look on the back, some SD cards will run with, well, first of all, it needs to be a micro SD card. So there's the first step. But they'll have a chart on the back of them that says they're good for photos. And then one will be, it's good for 1080 video. You want to get one that can handle 4K. So the Stream Pros, you can get them at Best Buy. They're super cheap. And what I do is I look for different deals. So when you're flying your Air 2, you've got what, 30 minutes, 25 minutes of airtime. And and that probably equates to maybe, I don't know, 24 gigs. I can't think of like the rate, but a lot of people get this, really big cards. But sometimes you can get 2 cards that equal the same amount of storage as 1 card for cheaper. So I like to look for those deals, because if you've got a camera that only lasts a half hour, like your drone, per battery, right? So now if you've got like 4 batteries that you don't want to fool with removing the SD card in the grass, you might lose it or something like that, then that's something to consider. But I like to get the smaller cards that are SanDisk Extreme Pro. There's also like an Ultra as well. But Chuck's got all of the specs for you if you want to write that down. So like I said, it's SanDisk Extreme Pro. It's a micro SD. And then it has UHS-1 on it, and then U3. And U3 is usually like a U with a 3 in the middle of it, A2 and V30. So those are all of the little things that most people don't understand. But what I like to tell people, if they're in the store and they're looking for something, all of the packages of the SD cards will tell you what they will handle. And DJI drones are pretty good at, they're pretty versatile. I know my Parrots weren't as versatile, and Insta360 is kind of finicky. So if I'm buying an SD card, I'll usually buy that one, the Extreme Pro. Or if I'm buying a camera, usually GoPro and Insta360 is really good with this. If I'm buying the camera, usually there's an option to add an SD card. And if you pick that one, then there's no question it's going to work in your camera. I don't know that I've ever gotten an SD card from DJI, though. I feel like what I'm spending a lot of my money. Well, no, I'm pretty sure I got SD cards with my drones. Usually I'll get like a 64 gig, and that'll be good for, several days worth of flying. The thing that I always forget to do is I always forget to format the card before I go fly again. So I'll get out in the field and it'll say I've got a minute left of recording time, and then I've got to go through and kill videos. So Alex said, travel is way better. What I want to do is try a ride along with someone who can share their FPV goggles with me. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I have 2 goggles. I've got the FPV goggles 2, and then I have the goggles 2, which sound like the same goggles, but they're not. So I could do a ride along if I wanted to. I just haven't. I've never tried that. I've never tried that. The videos that I make, since the goggles record with all the telemetry on it, and then the drone records, that's good enough for me. And I think I can do a ride along on my Inspire 2. FPV camera on it's crap though. I mean, it's really like, I don't know. It's AccuSync 1, I think. Let's see. So, Alex, are you saying that there's wind noise happening on the stream, or are you talking about something else? I'm really wanting to see how these microphones work. It is kind of breezy now. I need to finish mowing my yard. I ran out of battery juice. It's been raining a lot lately, so the grass was pretty thick yesterday when I mowed it, and so my batteries didn't make it through the yard. I have electric mower, just so you know. Samara said he gets motion sick. Do you sit down when you view in your VR? I've gotten used to it, I think. I've been flying FPV drones and doing the VR long enough that I'm pretty acclimated as to where I'm at. But I found that touching something at the same time, like I've noticed when Tammy Jean flies, she'll have her back to a pole. I have a chair that I fly from, and so I can feel the arms of the chair. I can feel the back of the chair. I can feel it on my legs. I can feel that I'm not flying through the air. And I never stand in the middle of a room and do VR. I always sit in my office chair, because I've seen a lot of videos where people punch holes in their walls and stuff, and I don't want to do any of that. So let me see. So Alex uses SanDisk Extreme Pros, but I'm currently using Samsung Pro Plus, which works just fine. Yeah, I do have a couple Samsung SD cards. Pretty sure I got it with a phone. I think I bought a Android phone from someone, and it came with a Samsung card in it. And you know, when you're out somewhere, you stick any card in and it'll work. So, um, yep. Chuck said that they're black and red. I think the ultras maybe have a gold strip on them. Oh, Lambo's in the house. I'm getting all y'all. Crisp in an elevator, broken up and back. So I'm in and out for him. The other thing is I've got 2 bars on my Wi-Fi out on the patio. So I'm curious as to see if my video is smooth or if it's choppy, like my signal's going in and out. So 8 more possums in the house. What's up, Brent? Hope you're having a good night. All right. Better to be too fast than not. Yes, I have had cameras overheat because the SD card was the wrong speed. So you also need like a fast enough read-write speed. So that's another good thing to look at. But there's also like, you can go to DJI's website and see, they usually have like a chart of what cards are compatible, but I've literally used the same card for all of my DJI drones for years. And until it doesn't work, I've got enough cameras at this point that I usually just pull it out of one camera and put it in the next one. So this is getting my but yeah, so we got a lot of smart people in here with some good knowledge. Oh, I got look at that little hair, a little flopping around. So let's see what we got. So Lambo said his RC didn't like the card. That's one thing I don't like about the Surface is the text on the screen is super tiny. It's bigger over there, but then it goes away when I put it on the screen. So Lambo said my RC didn't like the card that was supposed to be at spec. I got a SD 128 sent from DJI just because I complained about the card not working. Nice. Sometimes you get duds too. I gotta get this annoyed me. Stay down. Okay. Sometimes you get duds. I've had duds before and had it replaced with the exact same card and then it worked. And then yeah. What else we got? Yep. That's what I love about this community. Just the fact that like you have a question, like I had 4 people chime in on what they use. That was awesome. So you can take my advice, you can take Chuck's advice, you can take Alex's advice. So yeah. We got some pretty smart people that come to my live streams. Pretty cool. So Brent thinks I look good, so that's good. So he says I'm sounding and looking good, which is awesome. So the audio is, so this is, Chuck and Lori like this format. They like the real background and are following the chat, and I'm following the chat. So I might do something like this weekly. We'll see. I'd like to go. There's a lot of like parks with picnic areas around here, especially in the fall. It might end up looking really nice in the fall. But yeah, I'll think about it. This definitely takes a lot less effort. The only problem is I can't share things here. Like in my office, I've got 2 computers, and I can share a screen. Whereas if I share a video from here, then I can't read what you guys are saying at the same time. But if I have something, if it's just a casual night, which a lot of my live streams have been pretty casual lately, unless something's coming out. So Mario tells me this every year. Someday I want to buy a drone with GPS with all the fancy little features, but life is just too busy right now. I don't have the time. I need to find a new hobby because racing cars isn't possible now. Yep. I think when the Mavic came out, Mario was like, what kind of, should I get the Mavic? And then something else came out a couple of years later. Should I get that? And I'm like, yep, if you want to. Oh, you're good, Mario. So Chuck says there's maybe slight wind noise, but it's workable. I'm going to go back and watch this so I can judge for myself. Plug in. So Chuck said plug in the DJI mic with a dead cat. Okay. Can the DJI mic? I know my Roland can, but I feel like this laptop has like the, what is it, TTR input where you can have left, right, and microphone. I'm sure it does. I'm sure you can do conference calls on it and stuff. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Uh-oh, I'm yawning. About time to end the stream, y'all. So, Eat More Possum, Brent says, esteemed colleagues, should I wring out my wallet, bank account, and couch cushions and get the Mavic 3 Pro? So I think the question right now is, well, if you're buying it new, I think the question right now is between the Mavic 3 and the Air, the Air 3. Everybody, I don't trust all the people that are doing reviews right now. I really want to see, and it's sad to say, but I just can't see how, like, everybody wants to get rid of their Mavic 3s and get the Air 3, and I don't see that camera being better than the Mavic 3. I just don't understand it. So that's the question on everybody's mind, is Air 3 or Mavic 3, because you can get Mavic 3 Classic for I think around the same price. Mavic 3 Classic's been out for a while. You can get a used one, but I don't know. So Chuck said the video's smooth, no pixelation. Pixelation. Ooh, that's a cool word. All right. Okay, so the noise cancellation is working well, but not perfect. Yep, Brett says my eyes looking good. Yeah, it's getting there. I was so the stream that I had on Tuesday, I went back and watched that, and I spent about 5 minutes just watching my eyes track with each other. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed when I think about things, I'll look at different places in the ceiling. I don't know if I'm accessing parts of my brain when I do that, but yeah, I'll look up there and I'll look over here, and my eye was doing really well. Oh, I should have worn a hat. But how long have we been on here? I think I've been on here for a whole hour, y'all. Is that true? Man, y'all just get me talking. So the consensus is the video looks smooth. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like in the park, because right now I have fiber with Google Wi-Fi on my back porch, and if I go to the park, I'll be running off of my data plan. But I've noticed that if I use my data plan on my iPad, it's a little bit faster than the data plan on my phone, because my iPad's not doing as much as my phone is. Like my phone's like searching for calls and sharing locations and all that kind of stuff, whereas my iPad is not doing as much. So yeah, so I might not need to hook up a camera to this at all. I just want it to be here. I think that is a better view than looking up my nose. And I'm getting like a crick in my neck from looking down at y'all. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night. So Mario says he likes casual talk. He doesn't get to talk to people anymore. Yeah, I'm thinking here is good. So, but I don't know how to do that. Probably like like the boxes you get with your GoPro, like those like the hard shell case. Maybe one of those hard shell cases just to prop it up like here. And if I could learn to look at the lens instead of looking at myself. But yeah. Yeah, this is a little impromptu live stream. I'm really glad that a whole bunch of people showed up to it. So hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'll catch you guys on Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday I'll be on the patio. I don't know. I feel like I'm always nervous. Like my studio, like my office, is a controlled environment, whereas this is kind of random. I could have a bird come poop on my head. I could have the neighbors they've got this little girl that's really loud. There's dogs, there's birds, like just all kinds of stuff going on outside that I can't control. If my son wants to come out and have a cup of coffee, or there's just a lot of stuff that could be happening on my back porch. But yeah. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos on live streaming. Yeah. Have a wonderful week. Peace out.